What's up guys, welcome back to AZ Trading, and in this video it is the 23rd of June and we're looking at the SNP500, and I'll show you how we are able to find an RMR pattern and take advantage of a long. So as always, the pattern, the RMR, we look for a raid, we look for a market shift right afterwards, and we look for a return, and we participate in that area and ride it to our objectives. So what do we see in this messy price action? First of all, we outline where the liquidity rests, so above and below swings and above and below equal highs. So over here we have some relative equal lows. So as it reached that area, we call that the raid. So let's pretend we're looking at it in real time. So it dumps, it breaks these equal lows, we call that the raid. Next thing we look for is the shift. So the shift in structure above the previous swing high. So these are the swing highs. So as it breaks that, we call that the market shift. Now that doesn't mean we FOMO and we participate and we try to long there. That's not what our plan indicates. Next thing we have to look for is the return, and that's where we participate. So where do we return to? So we have a gap within here. We have a large order block in here. And if we draw a fib from the bottom to the top, anywhere under this 50% level, that would be an okay area to participate long as well. So we can place a long within this gap. We have our stop below the low or wherever your framework presents, and we have our objectives above. So we have a high there, we can put our objective there, a high here, you can take a partial off, and we have yesterday's high over here, which can be a partial or our final objective. Okay, so just to show that this wasn't all hindsight, I've got a few screenshots here that were taken live. So over here we see the raid, the shift, and the return. This is where my entry is. Price doesn't pump immediately. We do go through some drawdown, but we don't get out even though we have some drawdown because our stop is already placed and it's controlled. We have another opportunity over here. I decided to pyramid my position. After pyramiding, price runs and it reached my first partial. After taking that, I reduced my risk down to break even. So I raised my stop from that area to break even. So if it does stop me out, I still banked a partial. Okay, so I'll turn on the executions now. So you can see we have a buy order here, we have our pyramid there, we have our partial over here, and then we have our break even stop loss preventing us from losing any more than we control right there. Also, I had a note here just saying the Dow and the Nas had equal highs, which meant that it was a confluence for me to long the indices. So in the Nasdaq we had these equal highs here, and on the Dow we had these equal highs over here. So those were just extra reasons for me to want to long instead of short. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or a comment, and as always, take care. Peace.